Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to do the 8x8 double swing card. You will need a 8x8 card blank and we're going to cut out this rectangle. So you're going to use a ruler and in inches you're going to mark at 3 3/4 and 7 and what's it 1 2 3/8 7 3/8 of an inch. Then we're going to turn it and you're going to line up, because you're going to do top and bottom. You're going to line up on your marks and you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 7 3/4 7 3/8 of an inch. It's just under maybe 1 2 3 4 5/16 if you want to get technical. Top and bottom, and we're going to draw up the lines and you're going to cut out both sides of your card. And then you're going to turn it back in the right way. So I always do it on the inside so you don't see the pencil marks. Your frame will measure 4.5 by 7 5/8 of an inch. And again, you need to cut out come in with your 1/2 inch either side and from the top and the bottom, and then when you stick that on, now this piece is, this matte layer is 3 1/8 of an inch by 7 5/8 of an inch. Okay, and you can stick that on. Now I always use Collal because it's construction glue, it's really sturdy and it's really hardy. And then on the inside of your card, this side again should be 3 1/8 by 7 5/8 of an inch. So, and then stick that on. So we've got our card blank ready to go. Then you will need one piece of 9 inches by 4 1/2. And again, we're going to do exactly the same. You're going to mark at 1/2 inch and the 4, top and the bottom, turn it around, and you're going to mark the 1/2 inch and the 8. Okay, and you're like, but there's a, trust me, those are the marks you need. Then you're going to draw up the rectangle line. Okay, then we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 4 and 4 1/2. And now you only go, when you're scoring, you only go down to this line, to your pencil line on your rectangle. And then afterwards you draw a line from your score lines, so because we need this bar in. Then cut out these two shapes and you will have this piece of card. Then the folding is a mountain, and then a valley. Okay, so mountain, and then a valley. Okay, now your strips are 3/8 wide by however long you'd like to do it. Some people want to cover the whole thing. I like a little border. My top ones I think are 3 2/8 of an inch. My bottom one is 4 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and then we need one to go on our 1/2 inch on the other side, and then we will need one, but we've got to take a little, probably a little slither off, so it fits in the card. So that's what you need for that piece. Then to make our mechanism work, so for this piece, for the silver and the pink, I have got these rectangle dies. Again, you don't have to, you can measure it, cut them with the ruler. It's just easy for me to use a die. So the silver die measures from cut edge to cut edge about 3 1/8 width and 5 4/8 of an inch that way. And then the matte layer to go on the top is 5-inch long by, what's the width? That would be about 2 7/8 of an inch. So that will give you your mats and layers there. Okay. Did the wrong one there. That way. There we go. So they're your mats and layers. And then I'm putting some daffodils on mine later on. I've still got a few things I need to cut out and do. So let's go ahead and put this card together. Put that one out of the way. So you're also going to need a little strip of card to go along here. We need to strengthen this piece because it's too flimsy. So I've put a bit of white card on the back, the whole length it's not quite 1/2 inch, just under 1/2 inch, because you need to be able to fold it. And then I've got a piece of green card. Now this green card is 170 GSM. You don't need anything too heavy because you're using Kalau. It's going to make it really heavy anyway. And that's to go down there once we've cut the little slither off. Okay, so let's pop this card together. Let's move that green. We don't need the green. Let's move all of that out my way. There we go. There we go. So there's our card blank in the right way. Then you take this piece. Now the bit with the 1/2 inch folded down as a mounting fold, we're going to glue onto this part here. So let me put a pen mark there so you can see this part, the upper part of the card. Can you see that? The top piece. This is my top. So it's going to go in there. All right. This 1/2 inch mountain valley down to the top, like so. Okay, so let me go and pop that in now. For this part, I'm going to use PVA. If I can get it to come out. There we go. Turn my card around a little bit so I can see what I was doing. And then edge to edge. Edge to edge. Not quite. And push that down that way. Okay, so I've got my upper piece of the card on the right side now. Make sure that is straight. There we go. Down, just like so. Can we see? Just like that. And then we're going to fold the mechanism over. Pull back so it's all folded in, like so. Let me do that again for you because we're going to fold it back and we're going to put glue just around these edges here and only these edges. 3 edges. See if I can lift it up. So glue on that piece. Glue on this piece. And then glue on this piece, just there. So 1, 2, and 3. Don't go too heavy-handed with your PVA because it is a water-based glue and it will warp your card. All PVA is water-based. Oh, see, and I've got quite a bit sticking out over the top of mine. But that's okay. We're going to trim it off. I'm going to trim that down now. There we go. Just cut that off. Make sure that's all down nicely. Yay, it works a little bit. I don't know. Oh, did I not come up 1/2 inch there? Is that why? Let me check I may have measured wrong in my hurry. No, it's under the 1/2 inch, but that's fine. It's fine. So we have the green bar, which I'm now going to stick a bit of glue on. We're going to cover no one a no. A bit of PVA, and that's to go onto there. Oh, push it along a bit. There we go. So now I've got all my coverings on. Okay. In fact, I need to, there we go. So that's our coverings. We've got our extra bar on to make this nice and strong. And this is how it goes. Okay. Can you see that turning? Now, some people think, oh, if I open the card right up and bend it right back, the whole thing's going to flip over. It won't. It can only go as far as there. Okay. But you will see the back and the front when done. Now, we don't need the PVA anymore. I don't know what I'm putting on my white mat, so I'm going to leave them till last, and I will do a little video of me decorating and putting everything all together on the end of this video. But to put these together, you need some Collal first off, because it's construction glue, as I've said. It's very strong. There we go. And just a little bit, this is, oh, is that why I left the green there? So you can see me. You can probably see that better. Yeah. So on this white bar, and only where we need it to go. So you place that nice in the middle, like so. So I know I need to, just in that piece there, I need to put some Collal glue. And I'll pop it up to the camera so you can see. See? And then we're going to stick this piece over the top of that, keeping it even, top and bottom. About there, about there. And I do have a little white border on my card. Make sure that's straight. And then very carefully, I'm going to flip the whole thing over, just like so. Keeping it straight. There we go. And then I'm going to put Collal all over the back of this one. Not too much, because it's silver card. If it spills out, it will take your top layer off. And then our other matte layer over the top. I've moved that. There we go. And then marry the two together. There we go. There we go. Make sure we keep that straight. There we go. That's going to take a few minutes just to grab. I'm not worried that I've got glue on that side. Let's turn that over though, because we don't want it on our actual card, because our white pieces are actually going to go over the top, just like that, with a nice saying on, or whatever your card you want to do this card for. I think I'm going to do a get well soon card for myself, for a friend of mine that's hopefully out of hospital now, so I can go visit her. But once again, I'll do a video of me decorating this card, just so you can see it finished. But there we are. Okay. And then if we open it up, it spins. Okay. You get the front and then you get the back. Now, when I put these mats on, I will use foam pad to place them on, and they will sit just one on the front, one on the back. And then when you've done your card, your sentiment, your insert, sorry, will be in this part. Ooh, pick it up, will be on this part. Okay. There we go. Make sure we're all, see, I'm always playing before the glue dries. You should know me by now. See you in the next one. Here is the finished, almost finished card. I just need to do my mats. I forgot to video me daffodils. My little grassy. And we have Colin the caterpillar. Just up there. Once I've figured out what this is going to be for, I'll update on YouTube. Like I said, it's probably going to be a get well card of some kind. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and thumbs up.